This is this. So post on there. Let's see.
Yeah. He like, no, I'm fine. I'll be here. I thought you was coming to get me. Yeah.
I didn't even notice. We're doing good. Screw us. For middle income. Right. To start our study session. Good afternoon.
I have no idea. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Kick in.
And it's actually here.
All righty. I have item number 8, and I will be withdrawing that. Counselor Bay.
Thank you. I have items number 9 through 13, items 9 and 10, 12 and 13 are ready. Item number 11 will be held.
Counselor Green.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 14 and 15, and those are ready unless there's any questions from councilors. Thank you.
Counselor Carney.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 16 through 32, and all of those items are ready unless there are any other questions on them.
So you're good. 19, you had a question already with a question mark.
I'm comfortable with it, but I don't know. I know there were still some other questions.
I'm good with it.
You're okay with it? Okay. Oh, yeah, then all my items are ready to go. Thank you.
Counselor Holden.
Thank you, President Hudson. I have items 33 through 42, and unless there's any questions from my colleagues, I'll call them all ready.
Counselor Majuk.
Thank you, Madam President. I have item 43. I'm okay with it unless there are other questions. It's ready, Madam President. Thank you.
Counselor.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 44 through 55. Commissioner Collins is going to give us an update on item 44.
Good afternoon, councilors. Michael Collins, Commissioner of Neighborhood and Business Development. So to follow up on our conversation from the last study session, we have talked with the county, and they are reiterated their commitment to doing this at 0% admin. Their only request is $10,000 for marketing so that the application can be adjusted, work, and get out. The current funding that they have, since that is limited to below 80% AMI, they're not able to access marketing funds for this particular one. And they've said that at this time they are not expecting to put any of their own funds towards this particular demographic. Questions?
Michael, what about, do we have a number of people that might be served by this?
We don't, because the application process to date has not been able to collect that information.
So we don't have any ways of...
So we don't. What we do know is we're going off of their original survey that showed, and this was many months ago, that overall the need well exceeded the 120% AMI. So we're going off of that survey information and what we've heard from landlords and from tenants.
Okay, thank you.
So, Commissioner, because they're not tipping in any of their own money, this is only going to be available for Syracuse City residents. Is that fair?
Correct. This would only, regardless of whether they're putting money in or not, this would only be for city residents. You're correct, Counselor.
So I guess, and thank you for getting all that information for us. I guess my question then becomes, is the county just didn't have an appetite to, allocate funds for this? Or, I mean, have they already allocated a majority of their ARPA money to certain things? I mean, could we get, one of the things that we had brought up and I had discussed is, a match, where I'd be more comfortable saying, we'll add, if they're going to match what we're putting into this, that we would, that I'd be more comfortable saying, okay, well then, when it's a larger fund, that we'll, give them whatever percentage they needed for staffing. I brought it up, but I don't know if did we discuss that with them at all, like a match?
So we've not discussed a match with them. I have had several conversations with my counterpart over at the county around county's intentions, and at the moment they do not intend to do it. I do not want to speak as if I have the thinking of the county behind that, of course.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if they said that they had already, like if it just, that's not on the radar, or they already allocated, funds. We don't know.
I personally cannot speak to that. No,
yeah, okay.
I don't. No.
So Commissioner, I just got a couple more questions.
Sure.
One, so they recognize the need to do it up to 80% for everybody in the county. Mm-hmm. And I imagine most of the city residents, mostly city residents, benefit from that.
Correct.
But they don't recognize the need to do it from 80 to 100% in the city or in the county, as a matter of fact.
At the moment, that's not what they've chosen to do. Again, I can't speak to anything.
So we've chosen to spend $1 million of our ARPA money to take care of that. As Deputy Mayor pointed out in the last session, what we've done with our ARPA funds, as we presented to you, and you've been able to see within the presentation that we did on overall the ARPA plans, we've decided to put the money where we see the greatest need and the highest level of impact. And this is an area where we have consistently heard from tenants and we've consistently heard from landlords. There's a need. I'm not challenging the need so much. What I'm challenging is that the county not taking care of county residents that live inside the city, when the city has identified this as a primary need. In other words, I think there must be some sort of advocacy lacking that they don't realize that.
I would love to have an eloquent response for you, but I just can't speak for the county councilor.
Okay. It's unfortunate. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item 45 was ready. I'm going to withdraw 46, items 47 through 55. You're welcome.
Counselor Bay.
Thank you. I have a waiver item for the agenda, and that item is ready as well.
And with that, I need a motion to adjourn. Second?
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
See you at 1. Son didn't get no visit yesterday.